ati atese e wiase afana nyinara ene we se Illuminati ene we se Freemason ene we se sumwe mu ni nyinara ahyase firi he na obroni timpo a wode sa nyema we nyinara e ba no de ato abibima mu ene sen we entram se hwe Wake Up Africa kwasiada we ni kwasiada bia awia dumienu ekopem awia no mienu live on Royal TV eye adwumadi a ofa poku danko ye executive director edema Free the Mind Movement ene ofa Israel Nkrumah a eye coordinator edema Free the Mind Movement no ebeka me Michael Asma ho na yesim konya na madi dwumadi won chiame na ensem bi atise no ye gina twe kronkron so abakosem ene ntwere ahodo so na ide mo hu ba bia obibini ufiri enu mu a eduro ene soma wo sombo na mabrofo sisi a che ebra so se call together twele kaye no etumi bam ne no ana hyase o Free the Mind Movement dwumadi e fese Wake Up Africa dwumadi so praso se ye fa dwumadi live on Royal TV so kwasiada we ni kwasiada bia awia dumienu kopim no mienu na ya jo so adwenche na wasembisa yeye ano e dia ma Wake Up Africa abibiman moma yen sore
Yama gospel message heaven na didi adwene se komi osoro ye kwotran ho e ho ye gold diamond ho no ye nya be do two fe se rapture
na yedi nkomo amse na wotwe minu atwemu abegu obisa se na ye ko he na ye ko hye he nipa bia no se na wotie no wo bia ose ohome kakra na utumi ye nhwehwemu se ne be ya bibia bitumi akoso pepepe amawo esan se wiase ye wo no se wanye nhwehwemu anase research enhu de eba ene de esia ntumi matum futuru engu weni esan se dwumedie no yemi se edamakoma so pa enu ntina edusa abreya na bebia adu edusa abreya so a na bebia ewu amu bia esan se emperifo mienu a yene mudi dwuma no eye ofaya poku dankwa executive director Emma Free the Mind Movement waye krado eneso owa saso na Israel Nkrumah the national coordinator onoso aye krado ewa ha endeso ene obi bisa se ende da ben ene kusiada eneso 29th of October 2023 ene afia yewomi na wotwe ni etwemu no ye kuswa na ye din komo fa the sexual revolution behind the world today no eno ho komo ena yedi I were part 15 and so ye beto aso part 16 na ya to aso kakra isa se yeguswa yewom na ende de obete no eyesoro nkokora isa se yedu ba be wura ne mobi mu a ebema wani adaho isa se na wotwe mienu etwemu no ye bie wani ma yehunyama bi se uye company anase uye adwuma bi na LGBT fo nhyehyɛ bi eba no so wamfa omo nhyehyɛ die anase omo symbols ne omo logos antetatetaro undwuma nyama abayo anase product no ho a sika kura obenya kura de be adwuma no kura ebe yedin ema the companies ni videos ba de bre ema hu videos no ena so ye beto aso edi nkomo se na me ka se wo fa ya poku dan kwa aye krado ne de ode bre woni de edutwom sa so na Israel Nkrumah the national coordinator de ode bre wende so no edutwom ebuza bidini Michael Asma se na wonnim no dwumadi obetumi aka ho bia in social media handle Wake Up African GH YouTube sa so na Wake Up African GH Facebook obetumi akọ streaming live na bibia akoso pepepe ama nyina na otumi a share messages na misuma kenkan sa so na your normal platform a obetumi use ade text na also do messages aba your WhatsApp 0504643052 sa so na normal SMS no 0504643052 abusia bebi edo yedinka papa nyama so kakra achrew na nyama ya papa so ni nyina no ema wate ase ese bebi awiase na etoko no ayehu bebi awiase na etoko no World Economic Forum for nhyehyɛ kwasen sɛ no fa ya ema wote ase na wotu bi etwemu no ene omo joint a omo dia join other institutions no ɛde na ekoso ewo wiase are we clear enough? Are we so ready to see whatever is coming? Are we ready to fight the way it is going to happen? And then penifo no ema wate ase se ho beda ho so na eba na wetumi so vaccine sensem no eso atwa na ebisa esu etwa anase egusu ehwiri ewo konkono mu abusua na mpanifo mienu sese omama waso atnyama bebre enti ye krado na ye nkasa ye ndi nkomo na taxi fabra na nya abutre ebre bi a ebebie the second part no na call in aba na utumi ede nkomodi anase o comment ede aba ka se ene dwumedie no o text message no bibia de bebia no enkasa fa ene de ho de abesin ko no abesin ko se ebia opese one obidi nkomo anase Israel nkroma edi nkomo a as the program goes on anase e koso no ano me de no ma no betudwa na otumi afre se be ya betumi ni edi nkomo abusia yense mmere no ma men company for na me ndo mwadi afide yemfa de wo no ento aso senate oya me ma kwa ba
Joso
apo mu e
the media chairman
bibi aboko
good life
it has said with me aba
thank you
over vivi bibi ni bi wa manaka o
so be so obi ahu je
o ma Michael no kra yira o
is ade ma ya de
obi a titi ano collecting from me fifi fifi no na titi a o ma Michael no yira edi konko ayi producer papa no ono kra no ta from Michael ama Mr. Payo Cross is from fifi
you be check edi ko
over mo akaba
e je so
I'm saying na watch me no ye twegu enso ye de ya
sa
over all my hwadwiri na watch twegu no se na viewers no e ka no companies are ankom ratio mu se ankom ko ye adwuma wo ha be bo am no so mo du tintin man pa e fa LGBT nhihye e ba ni omu logos ni omu nyamanyama omu pese omu jitum efisa so man je antuma be ko bankrupt na watch twegu no so am say questions by bisa questions related to whatever we discuss and we give say why crowd so be bia no amai na ba ko pe good before say ba ko pro nti de tie ne say na wotwe mu no
na wotwe mienu
no mfanche me na wotwe mienu no ensam a esisi ye no bebre na fresh h of your prophet ana wofawe nsem okeke asisi nsem bi so esanse na wotwe mu no ye bo repeat bi mani sisi nsem bi so there is a questions ni message na e ba no me pese ye be call mo na wotwe mi no etwe mu no nsem o esi ye no eno nkomo na ye pese yedi na bibia eso ekopepe because the model fa no e ya kokaka asem bi a esisi ano me so me pese ye be call ho enti se de tie no ye hu se waba no ye ni so agi esanse ye be tin sempa so bodium na masa basisia
mate
awia ba introduce perifone wie di aka no eye mene wo ebenye krado na etumi enya adagire na yedidwumedie no sene sitie esanse de ekobia no abusua bia ewo mbia no ye branches ewo Ghana bebre na tumi first freedom movement no branches ewo he ye branches ewo etwa atete ewo Ghana nyina ebia ho hyere nim bebia ye branches ni bi wodia and the member wehu bebia branches ni bi ewo uko kaswa brother diko ene da no ye kaswa ye branch wo obetumi afre no 0244 888 910 eye ediko ewo kaswa saso na kwa shama eye brother opare ezo betumi afre 0243505969 saso na uko asamine so brother Benito ene da ho eye 0594205795 brother Benito onka bobeba izanse opese hu se ye beba ho a edini na betu enim America krebi saso na uko Kumasi brother Willie ene wo 0205314000 ene ubetimi afre Kumasi saso na uko obuase brother Dominic 0242543893 brother Dominic saso eko mankisimu a brother Baba ene wo ho 0543981964 ebusua medenkano ebesha fridge no as the program no ekoso no na matoa so am isan say your branches be bree me kasa me pa no so a beji embre ni nyina as the programs goes on ni nyina no na medeba baby edu no me ko ofa nchen na edidumedi no ahyase so why krado a nyina enye ready na enkweti de for me over asaba
meda ase mark the chia hwefo nyina
okay
the edika no mewo enchia bi ma owura baako beko
okay
ye ko odwabe no di adanse
Okay.
Say one day ko say the dra on fire program ni agro kra. Nti o kan na my sisters ho na say nti asem we na ba ko so asum den le ampa. Ba ma ba ko ni so to TV ani na chia. Say next week be sa ba bi sia. Na fi ya hu de be ye. Enu dan chen ya Mike, like I said 2 weeks ago no na questions this is about coupe and a bit more me jiraso back na me say you know e be ba be wura de me ya no
okay
na de di kan wura bi afre o say friend Collins also person who say me ne bofo na so de inside no Collins minya kampe o minya kampe so enti yem van wada hodma na de be ya no obisa say is Satan the same as God and no question if you say me ya no na no so na be bie ekwan ma enen so dwumadie no ye de awura mu na akanda senia obo ade ne bo where the eternity of both good and evil ni na nti enzo enti no ma ko bi eye apprehensive kakra na ya ka Satan say na ka no or representing negative spirit na mra opeja ni mo kan so person yo gba de no sunu ban o da le di ni pride any ahomaso and o di ye say o be peja ni mo no ai ti so gba de he was cast down onto the earth. You call Revelation 12:7 to 12. That's all kind. And then I mean, work.
Revelation chapter 12, verses 7 to 12. Okay. I'm sure you can't send it or can you know. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 to 12. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angel. 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and the Satan, who deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now it's come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accusers of the brethren is cast down, who accuse them before our God day and night. 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of the testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. 12. Therefore rejoice. No. Yeah. 12 verse 7. Okay. Okay, and therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you that dwells in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time.
The okay can war in heaven no. Obia kan ya onu se ntokwa no ko suru obi ntokwa no wo kan wan se me ko suru obi anya ho de ko war in heaven ni haya
adwini no
enti ahomaso e ba ye eni me pesa me yet so gba ade no a ye casting no out no in the minds of the righteous no he was cast out. It is a Yeshua Bayen. Yeshua Bayen, now like any other human being, or the good and evil minds, you know. Yeah. Papa ni Boneno. But he refused to fall down to the mind of evil. Ebia no na na kwa ni say eheya na meko. He had come to do the work of Yah. It was influence from the negative spirit, so. Even to the point he said, a couple say, and someone walking, they were expecting some of us, and can say, oh, the more can have been a make an anti again. But he stood his ground until the end. He was able to cast out some mind, and was restore about the idea. And in the minds of the righteous, Satan had no place. Men, hona media to an amount of consider. And scripture, in the minds of the righteous, we want a higher consciousness. And there's no place for Satan in your life anymore. And he was cast down on earth. And also, your spirit, he was brought into a location. Actions, and as any thoughts, in the deeds of men.
Okay.
And what I had in Sanya 2 weeks ago, you can't say, when someone met them, Ujabia, and be not part of the any Unya being fair assassination. You can't say, I can't sit down, there's number location. Ube who need deeds in the lives and actions of men on earth. And thereby, and say, you're casting back onto the earth, Also, be taking human fall because in the actions in there, a bit pure, this is pure with people. Emma, obey and I say, when you are behind here, I will grant and make quotia or body. It will run every aspect of human endeavor, or by politics, or by education, or by economics, or by science, or by information. Bibia embobu ipagia obewe adentina make we nyina obewura we num nyina mu enso ye ntimi ehun se woni anaso woni yan politics.
Okay.
Politics by na the democracy aba.
Okay.
The democracy by na the human rights aba. Ebisa yani awasa asisu o man be a once as he should be a practicing democracy. And the all inhabitants on earth, I feel I could have the action. And you are quotia or body, and so you name say, or body and you are quotia. I didn't hear. Democracy needs a home and near ma or body and pay. Ah, their own process a barbara quemuno, and no democracy be by. And we are seeing your was as you know, you could be actually, oh, democracy can be. Sure, when Trump come because I want to democracy is a den open. Freedom of speech, Cowboys some senior open. Freedom of choice, the office of could be a court, Nakoye. Freedom of association, I could be a person called Dombia. We are free to go. Then church will be freedom of religion. As soon as we said Bakuma so could be actually freedom of worship, Sanya over Sumro, Ejinawa also. And other in the crown, you see rule of man's law as against Obadiamra. In the countries have draw constitution be a country be a draw is based on man's laws. Chame one law if you about a woman be constitution. And you don't know about one more so multi politics. You know, there was secular states. So you got a secular state and you won't win Babu Munsam Vama share so everybody is free from Sanya Maniama. Any and you know, if you say so that happened a example. One and find when you politics. Any man making one and can once. Say, Centroni, you could you go, oh, what was a Mogagi? Trust freedom Nana, and then can play. You know, their cost. But when you know, who can for I said, say, you're cool, dear Tia or body. Bonsan now the same, and will encourage any pa, and yeah, internet trust. sit back and examine the situation ube hu the American ube tiase enti oba de creatine saa ne me di bae ene ye drum pemben so obi ti say LGBT no krampo no family values krampo no yen sakram di obi apeso oye bia so obi ware krama obi ware poncha jano mamu ni bibi democracy na ma kwan okay enti bi enso bon kam enti bon sam adwuma na no wana hu say ade ayeyi bon sam enti ento obi ahu obi ayi nani ye ka bon sam na nke pe si ebehu obi a o hye atade tight obi a ene o meben enu kra pitchfork enu so de enim sa enti no obi sa question no me de we yi anu oba de create good and evil no mo ka kire ya say enam sa on person be separated from him ntino that we are yamfa the path of good say you better maintain a relationship with him and you go Genesis 2:16 to 17 no o ka kire Adam ni Eve say of all the trees in the garden you may freely eat but the tree of knowledge of good and evil don't go there if you say that we go no sada no obi Osama etiase Genesis 3:5 say bonsam kan say udo nsako kan eyinu a uba ti so oba ade ube hu what is good and what is evil also can try and I call Deuteronomy 28:1 and 2 a osi say o tie me ne na otu anamo ewo me mra ne so a me nhia na bedu anim na mo ukutia me ne ukutia me mra no a me no me na beba so e ko Deuteronomy 30:19 so sakran o say my mouth life and death but choose life say you obetumi atnas enti wa hihye ni nyina e de no ubisa ubahu say Satan ono ani God ana the boy no wa chiro de koso sanya ubenya close link with me na mo kotia de makasa menye no a ensunsanso no a mekasa menye no ebeba so enti na wa wo hwe me wo baby awo ye bema wo na wo the new Adam wo yo ba so na wo hwa wo na wo the new Eve question na bisa anase catch Adam and Eve in Genesis no Genesis 2:16 and 17 no aba won so aba me so aba won so obi ya no say are you also going to eat from the fruit of knowledge of good and evil and I say obeskipu no akwani e da ho twen Adam and Eve story no e ntwam yene aba ye kinkan ye adin say Adam no e na to no mri bi atwam ato me no because you need the new Adam and the new Eve. Okay, the question is still pending. Now you kinkan ye no okay o kuma ya ti asese Revelation 12 no o ti asase so buwe to asoma me munye na ya to bonsam no aba we dey lead medima ba ene die no bonsam aba bonsam ba e no o de yare ba yare afra no COVID-19 o de braye ya hu poi ni ehun de area ho enti instruction ana munye say ni akoye munye say ni ye ni nyina bi actually mpanyibu mu be kan say COVID no kwa dia my opportunity ama say yes abe set bi ase ni bi enti mo shaba na mo de ba ye say ni ambenya control na mo de reset bi ase na enter class 1 and then in go okay oba so say there yenya rare opportunity a ye dey very set biase ewiase economics ni nyina say yare na ba be gu niema bebre ebinum awu omo doso e mo nde mo me mfanto nchen ese set biase no o man dia de ka nyanu ne yehwesi say ye makwanko a obi bia ne betumi atua ne ka Nemum, yes, I bet you work, you know. Into the individuals are moving as no. Muna, yehia mu sese de be ya ne ahu so ti asase su bia ese unya ID card ene nyina de hu ko gigi mu Ghana ID ne for no Ghana card minim de Nigeria for minim de Britain for ka by now it's like everybody is being identified by a number the dia de be ko bia no eko sika kra ese e be jaidi enti de e be ba no ye central bank digital currency ya ishe we ni nyina wi ene de class of no san ba ya de o mo kan say resetting the world no e wo de friend transhumanist agenda ye ba ba merge machine ene enipa enti ye ba ba yes is a cyborg anase zombie anase robot ye koye ni mu enti say no na e be ba dia ene na akoye ti say e ya hweye ye ne ati asase so a we mu koso nsu enim ne enti ase no ene metwa abinesi so class 2 weeks ago and you the influence of financial institutions, any corporations, NGOs, any even royal families we are seeing or control influence on so or the Nisuku about Daniel Green. No case was sati we are seeing why not me as well because the power no akwa anymore. Yakwa kotie class 1 all thinking aloud. Ne shisheye otimi amya hunkwa say the next crisis ever we are no is around the corner. Yenko ni nkutie no. First video.
Yeah, first video dika wafa ida senior first video awde be my class swaps thinking aloud and any yen first video and I see video edikan ya ye be hwe ti saye kradwa ye hwe class swap thinking aloud sene wafa kam ti saye kradwa me hwe.
What we are very proud of is that we penetrate the cabinets. We penetrate the cabinets. I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. I respect China's achievements, which are tremendous. I think it's a role model for many countries. We have to define how the world should look like. The difference of this fourth industrial revolution is it doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you. If you take a genetic editing, it's you who are changed. And of course, this has a big impact on your identity. People assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen. The next crisis is already waiting for us around the corner, and it is the climate crisis.
See, yada say what me anya bre na wa share your video tikan aye class swap thinking aloud and then your video and the maw na o share the class swap na ye kanwa the word youngsters na ye grooming woman na say ye training woman papa we ene di enim na o hwene nsam o kan nyina no a enye nsem bi a ebetumi ama obu adwesa nsam o kan no se bia wotie no tra saade a mandwe ne sa na emum nsam ewum meja ama wofa na wofa chirichiri mu yi se ne be ya obeti ase
say or think aloud or me who say next crisis na ban crowd is around the corner engineer share cyber attack kwa betimi abama enu crowd e ba na effect no covid-19 dey enu cresa ono think aloud into no inya no na ban chief advisor ono class of the chief advisor no Yuval Noah Harari when they obeka about technology role ever be play in the 21st century any me can count yenkoti e ono so
ofasi and second video I be share Yuval Noah Harari of the role of technology in the 21st century they know any video etoso mienu a ye be hwe desire kradwa ma ye hwe.
The defining equation of life in the 21st century. Biological knowledge multiplied by computing power, multiplied by data, equals the ability to hack humans. If you know enough biology and you have enough computing power and data, you can hack my body and my brain and my life, and you can understand me better than I understand myself. You can know my personality type, my political views, my sexual preferences, my mental weaknesses, my deepest fears and hopes. And you can do that not just to me, but to everyone. A system that understands us better than we understand ourselves can predict our feelings and decisions, can manipulate our feelings and decisions, and can ultimately make decisions for us. How exactly will the future masters of the planet look like? This will be decided by the people who own the data. In the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough, and nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. We've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms. Humans are now hackable animals. We are probably one of the last generations of Homo sapiens, because in the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds. The whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. Free will, that's over. People could look back in 100 years and identify the coronavirus epidemic as the moment when a new regime of surveillance took over, especially surveillance under the skin, which I think is maybe the most important development of the 21st century, is this ability to hack human beings, to go under the skin, collect biometric data, analyze it, and understand people better than they understand themselves. Now, for the first time in history, it is becoming feasible to monitor everybody all the time, and not just what we do, but even what we feel. We already know that corporations and governments can know that you are now watching this show. But this is still limited. They don't know yet what you're actually feeling as you're watching us. But once you have under the skin surveillance, you can know that, because emotions and feelings are biological phenomena just like fever. The same technology. Control of data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. For 4 billion years, nothing fundamental changed. All of life, for 4 billion years, was subject to the laws of natural selection and to the laws of organic biochemistry. But this is now about to change. Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design and the intelligent design of our clouds, the IBM cloud, the Microsoft cloud. These are the new driving forces of evolution. In the coming decades, AI and biotechnology will give us godlike abilities to re-engineer life and even to create completely new life forms. We are about to enter a new era of inorganic life shaped by intelligent design. Our intelligent design. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. Now we are much better than the God of the Bible.
That's a mama me bre na mutumi ahwe video etoso mi no na video no sene nyina ye hwe no me bobo no tofa ama na eya awreho esanso eti akoma so kan ho di abranti ya wo hwe no kasamfoni su yi a ye fe no Yuval Noah Harari Nesemo ọkani nyina na se obode nyama wa aboni nyina no ombe yusu technology eye abodi mu nyansape ana se science ana so se technology na mo di asesa bibia na opa kire se nipa yehu omo asase su nyina no ebe meje ne ababa ye robot ana se zombies ana se bibi obode nipa obo mu nyina no esi sisi ano omozo omo ba bebo omo nipa omangasa betumi control omo se ne obo ade ebo ne ma omo freedom omo tumi ye de omo ye no omo de omo bebo nipa give a new life a omo tumi de control nipa na kwaya me fa so omo control no ene na wa fa ma ya ti asese vaccines ni abani tracking devices ni surveillance aba no se ne ya wo hospital wo malaria yetumi hu se ye de bibi e kan ho a anase machine bi se wa motum anase de se o tekremase a yetumi se wanya malaria no sa the same surveillance na so ye de be hye hunemu ani ti se wo ye bibi a ye be hu se ne wo si dwene fa se ne wo si ye onyama fa no obi ti computer chi ohu obi bia se na wo dwene se ne wo ye obi bia na mpo de ya kura ne titire kura ne se obo ade no mpeso mu yi ni free ho no mu create IBM cloud and be represent abe nyame mostly you say will be a fan Google Cloud or so Google Earth now etumi control you as person we search BB give you information man on ba be use IBM cloud send a be a obi bia wo hwehwe bia no wo frɛ no a he can provide it for you njo mbere use no to replace God na no podi ya kura titie ni say omo de enye nyame bi na omo dwen no ho na mom they are ready to fight obo ade se no wo fa air kan no the obo ade ahihye bia no ombese no nti omo ka kire say we the homo sapiens na ye wa asase so no obo ade nipa ye wo no we are the last species a omo yusu en ayesa ade no enti obo imagine say nyama bebre na ekoso a woni said nda na so eno no mu yusu omo de attain omo plans and their goals ejo be hwe titira research na omo research wi aso no nyama bebre na ebekoso isa say clash wab say yen kan hu say bibi e wo kona mu eba na me no wo yeni ma de preku ena wo fa amayati ase say there has been a new serious and severe nyama bi ebeba within these 7 years here ake enti yen kan hu say what the man is saying you know emu ohwem esanso emu odu enti enianom ye kɔ ne sen se ne wiase we eko ana se mpenifoɔ no ehu ɛkwan ankɔfo we ɛfa so ana menu ɛna ofopuku dan kwa ma wate ase se mpenifoɔ anya ready so meka kyerɛ wa ɔmo de ɔmo ayɛ krado so meka kyerɛ na ɔho ada ɔho so esan se wiase no de ɛto kɔ no na yi yankopɔn afiri hɔ na nipa aba begyina abɛyɛ nyame na nipa kora nyɛ nyame kora mpehwe de nipa yɛ na nipa ba bɛyɛ nyame ɛna ɛto gye me ne wa over
that's Michael I need to teach you more of the aba na video no ba bɛn de no Harari can be say we are now much better than the God of the Bible. Or granting interview India audience and a body. You be saying a question be. Now question no be you be saying on a main can a bezon money answer. In the uncle video no so video trust me inside the same Yuval Noah Harari and one someone eka. My idea of God is just here find yame and I say the way we see ehu nyame no na idea fa ho no ene kasa mfoni na ebehwe ti sa ye krado a jagun mai.
So do you believe in God?
No.
Okay, so you don't believe in God.
You know, the word is problematic. There are two kinds of gods in the world. And people tend to mix them. There is one God, the mystery God, about which we know nothing. The chief characteristic of this God is that he is mysterious, and humans can't understand and can't say anything about this God. And like people ask, I mean, who started the Big Bang? Or how did life start? And all the things that science doesn't know, people say, oh, this is God. And this is a mysterious God. The chief characteristic of the mysterious God is that we know nothing about him, or her, or it, and I'm perfectly happy with this God. Then there is a completely opposite kind of God, the concrete lawgiver God. And about this God, we know far too much. We know exactly what this God thinks about female fashion, about human sexuality, about who should you vote on election, everything. And it's like a magic trick that you have a magician that tries to fool you, shows you one card, and then you don't notice it changes the card to some other card. So it's the same with God. When you ask people about God, they say, oh, it's a big mystery, and we don't know, and science can't explain this and that. Okay. And somehow they then switch gods, and because of this, women should put a hat on their head, and two men shouldn't have sex with one another, and you should vote for this party or that party. And this is the dangerous trick. And this is the God in which I don't believe. I think that if there is a force, responsible for the great mystery of life and the universe and the black holes and the galaxies, I don't think he really cares about female dress code.
Is this the purpose of life?
Is this the purpose of life?
As you see it.
Well, I think that the key to a good life is to be able to observe reality as it is. To really what is the truth about myself and about the world without running away to all kinds of fantasies and stories and fictions. And I think if you can observe to some degree reality as it is, you won't just be a much better person, but you'll probably be a much more peaceful and happy person, because the deep source of so much of our personal and collective problems is in the fantasies that we create, and then we mistake them for reality, and then we try to impose them on reality, and we get extremely upset when it doesn't work, when reality doesn't conform to our favorite fantasy.
Yɛda se wasan anya brɛ na yɛtoa so yɛ video ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛna yɛde ama wɔn na yɛkasa afa Yuval Noah Harari ɛno ho nsɛm ɛna yɛka na nipa wei na yɛka na asɛm no ɔyɛ Klaus Schwab ne nkwala no bi Klaus Schwab ne nkwala a wɔatiri ne wɔn mo a sisi ɔyɛ ne chief a kyɛ so all spreading information na ɔmo pay masters no atiri ne wɔn fo no na nsɛm a wɔkɛ bisa no sɛ ne na adwene ɛfa nyame ho no te sɛn na wohwɛ nsɛm a wɔkɛ nyinaa no sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔgyiri sɛ yɛwɔ nyame no yɛwɔ nyame no bebree nyame bɛn na yɛreka saa nyame no a yɛreka no ɔyɛ trickish no anaasɛ ɔyɛ magic no anaasɛ magician no scientist koraa mpo mu nim saa nyame no nti yɛbɛyɛ dɛ yɛhu sɛ saa nipa wei koraa no anaasɛ saa nyame no ɔyɛ real god a nipa ɛde ne ho to no so ɔbɛnya mfasoɔ na wokɔ mu koraa sɛ saa nyame no koraa no ɔnwe mmaa ho ɛsiane sɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ ɔyɛ bɛrima nti ɔnwe ne mmaa ho nti ne nsusunya sɛ nyame no a yɛreka ho asɛm no he doesn't believe say it is real as it is no yɛ nyame bebree a forces bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmoboa ama nyame bi kɔ so but yɛntumi ɛmfactor ɛsiane sɛ saa nyame no ɔyɛ creating as a fiction anaasɛ yɛ creating biribi te sɛ ɔwɔ hɔ but yɛnhu ne sɛ no siteɛ either sɛ ɔyɛ magician anaasɛ ɔyɛ deɛn ɛno na Yuval ɛka na abusua saa nsɛm wɔ ɛkɔ so yi you know clearly say it is a fight against God. Many will say sound convoy, they are not working to help God things to come up, but rather almost saying until the video di kan yema hu ye the toss me no yema hu ye the toss me ensa so yama hu enipa no na adwene de de ewo enti wiase we ya we de ekọ no say ye pese yi nyame firi wo na nipa ebe nyame imagine me sa bibie ebisa biem na nipa mbe ye nyame no kora no sen na ekọ na nipa ba be nyame etudi nyame no wa e ko fa ho na di wo na de atoa yen so ofa
enti sɛ wohu nipa wei na ɔsan ho na so hwɛ bonsam a obɛdɛ no
so no ani o
ba so de oni o twɛn de o mɛbɛ de o tu abia enti ɛkon no a ɛkon no sɛnea scripture ne kan wɔ se asase so buoi munnie ɛne ato na ba nhyehyɛ a ɔde ba obitwa so ka so ofiso ɔyɛ ti sɛ ɔbaade okay ɔbɛbɔ ni wiase na ɔde mu nneɛma nyinaa aba ɛnkyɛ koraa ɛna World Health Organization ɛbɛgye to mu sɛ World Economic Forum nhyehyɛeɛ bi a wɔde baa na lockdown covid time na ɛbaeɛ no na yɛ wɔn nhyehyɛeɛ sɛ de ba as part of the Great Reset agenda. Enye bibia ɛna wɔn gyina so enye science ɛnso wɔn kura ka sɛ follow the science nti ɛna no wo ba ba kenkan bibi kakra na mabisa questions bi ya akɔhwɛ next video no baabi ama mark ne heading no na afei bi ama mark no
okay abusia sɛ na ɔfade ama yɛ no yɛbɛkan na wosi wɔ information we yɛ World Health Organization admits the World Economic Forum outstretched global lockdown orchestrated global lockdowns as part of Great Reset agenda. Na sana ye kano or see the World Health Organization WHO has admitted that the global lockdown were orchestrated by leaders of the World Economic Forum, that is WEF, as part of their Great Reset agenda for the world. The World Health Summit, in partnership with the World Health Organization, recently held a 3-day conference featuring 300 speakers and 3,000 participants to examine the global response to COVID-19 and future pandemic response. A member, the German West African Center for Pandemic Prevention, that is GWAC, funded by Germany's Federal Foreign Office, confers to an uncover, that is Rebel News reporter, that most of the policy decisions recommended by the World Health Organization during during the COVID-19 or COVID pandemic were not based in science, but based on the political ideologies of the globalist elites. In the heat of the pandemic, most of the decisions were not based on science, like I said. They were just reactionary. Anything that would help, the GWAC member admitted. Now, with the benefit of the hindsight, we can tell that some of these decisions is not backed by science. The vaccine do not stop the spread of the disease. Oh, you are. The vaccine do not stop the spread of the disease. Oh, you are. But now we know he won. Reports, that is the GWAC member, went on the claim that ordering people to comply with the arbitrary lockdown orders was a good decision, but probably wouldn't help again in light of news evidence that the lockdown did virtually nothing to slow the spread of the COVID-19.
The woman say the lockdown is not based on science, no. Eba ni say ena Ghana ha the Gucci. A country Ghana for a country aban. Hey, lockdown. Enuni. Okay. Eba ni say ena doctors. What Ghana ha. Nana, if say lock down. Na say the if you are lockdown in free no, they say they buy and based on science. And the Ghana Muslim based on they buy. But still our country say follow the science. Science not say follow no. It is about control. To here or they control and yet based on any fact. You can read next video. I'm saying the next video, the World Economic Forum, the Great Reset, a choir more fast war, we use COVID, and the reset TV arsenal, and the video, and the duswa, you know, Yabeshe, I carwa, Abisia, to go my na yeshe.
The Great Reset.
We need a great reset.
A massive global change of reality, enveloping every aspect of your life. This is the era of technology and science, where feelings are read, registered, and altered if desired. The era of reason will tear out the root of being human, so that we can be controlled and oppressed, used, or extinguished. Follow the science, they said.
In this time of crisis, you have to follow science.
But guess what? Science is not about objective discoveries. Science changes all the time. So why treat it as holy? You know why? Because science is about power.
Science is not really about truth. It's about power. Particular scientists may be very interested in the truth, personally. But as an institution, the real aim of science is power.
That's why they wanted us to follow the science, so their power would reach insanely dangerous heights.
Often said that you should never allow a good crisis to go to waste, because a crisis is an opportunity to also do good reforms that in normal times people will never agree to, but in a crisis you see we have no chance, so let's do it.
Most jobs in the near future will be carried out by robots and cyborgs. You will be made redundant. And the people who don't want to join this program, or who cannot keep up with the speed of developments?
A new, massive, useless class. A class that has no military or economic usefulness, and therefore also no political power. My best guess at present is a combination of drugs and computer games.
Drugs and computer games. And maybe they'll just end up in isolation camps. Or should I say, concentration camps. So, is there hope for humanity? You decide. After all, we are not here to sell you hope. We are here to give you facts. But hey, you know us. We will show you what you can do in order to change things. It's basically what we've been telling you all along in our Zoom presentations. But first, let's move on with some more lies that will make you happy to pay more tax. And we'll give you a picture of what all of the above means for this new, massive class of useless eaters. In other words, for you and your children. Follow me to part 28.
Sir, what to me, Asher, the World Economic Forum, the Great Reset, son of more cano, amount tough. Yes, science is not what you think, but it is a power to control you. It is the Nuguchi for a year, you know, is to control you. Oko airport, I'm a victim to that. Meaning the AC, it is also a control. But I'm telling you, the World Economic Forum people, we are ready to reset the world. Almost see useless eaters. Yeah, yes, I see. For so be any until the dikeke, until I say we through the echo. Now we to create your movie as a senior on my panel. And when I come for you now, Ghana highway. Obi says, "Has the my eke kuziko konti bimba." Esisi eba enkakra aba ememeno iwum. Aya technology sisi aye wiem. Digital world is sitting na aye wiem no. We are zooming say the way we are seeing corner class swap nduma na ashase no. You and I, what are we doing? Mene wo ede empa na ye. Hwe de eko science na ye na fi say e abodiem nyansape no. Ende omo use science e be control ye. Nti mene wo de na ebe ye. Do we have to still believe in science? Or we still have to think twice before we believe in science? This is what you and I have to do. But that's it. Me call for honor the ogono or the asoso. Over.
Enti sese no the wiase adu no akwa to say gradually no ebidum de nsa e ba betu e ne wo asase so. Na control no ayete ho semantic crisis bi ba ni we ni na ba no. Ebeba be pay. I'm here who say we are now under great surveillance. And you are kind sa buku da 1984 George Orwell buku no sa ko hwebie ne sa kan because big brother total control no nya on society so no e no na sa chichire e wo ha na ade a mo de chichire no document bi ba wiase minim say nipa bebre wo bi wo mu fie a ye fra no the learned the protocols of the meetings of the learned elders of Zion. And go for be will be shisho fee. You for the can say a yellow crack. A document I almost say a quiet namso, no media control if we are singing. Partly WEF, a World Economic Forum, a class 1, it be a new moon. Partly no, sir, protocols of learned elders of Zion, no, man inspiration in one part. And our George Orwell book 1984, and so man inspiration in another part. And when we are na kapwa and yeka, do was a no crack. But nipa be brave about because hey, Sanyano cry and can read the friend of Henry Ford 1920. Come can say, and man, yeah, but about 2 years saying. They fit into the protocols. Protocols ebi oha we bia ediko benya bia ma ba yan kan bibia wo time nti ye be konya akwa ye fit video no mo wa hunu say true the protocols of elders of Zion no no true do and ma examples ni bi any homosexuality ya de shankwala trimu ene adi atese wo wiase yenko he your feed video and I had the so you hu aya ho esanse ye hu nyama over the illustrated protocols of Zion eno ene video etoso enum a ye be hwe
na yɛbɛhwɛ no before sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ no ma me bobɔ nyama bi so kakra na yɛma yɛnti nyama bi ase na ɛgu so a yɛbobɔ yɛn branches no yɛdu mankesim yɛdu mamefa 5 bi nka ho sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a bebree na abisa sɛ mensa nso ɛmma biam takrade sister Linda ɛwɔ hɔ 055 140 006 saa so na ɛnkye yɛwɔ brother Ejei 0246980162 saa so na ɛwɔ ɔyɔkɔ wɔfa ata ɛwɔ koforidia 0244549107 saa so na ɛwɔ somenya kwaku sika 0242177390 abusua mede bɛsi ana nka no so mede bɛtoa so bi abusua de yɛka no sɛ yɛ video a yɛbɛhwɛ ɛtoa so ɛyɛ the illustrated protocols of Zion tisaya kradwa fatumai ayehwe.
No single document has more fully captured the attention of the Gentile world than the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. In Japan alone, where most of the 120 million Japanese residents have never even once met a Jew, publications of the Protocols have topped the bestseller lists. Although many, including yours truly, have made a strong written case proving the authenticity of the Protocols, to those who protest the Protocols of Zion as a forgery, Henry Ford replied, "They fit what's going on now." And it was Henry Ford who in the early 1920s exposed the threat that the Protocols posed to Christian society in a series of articles entitled The International Jew, which he published in his Dearborn Independent newspaper. In successive installments, Ford brought to light Jewry's penetration of every aspect of America's infrastructure, culture, education, finance, politics, and the press, in order to illustrate the Protocols program to subvert Christian morality, sensibilities, and influence. Let's now examine a sampling of the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion to see if they do indeed fit what's going on now. Beginning with the plan to control culture and education, Protocol number 9 states, "We will corrupt the youth of the Goyim by rearing them in principles which are known to us as false." Can we not see a fulfillment of this in our public schools and mainstream media? The American Federation of Teachers, founded by Albert Shankar, now led by Randy Weingarten, and the Anti-Defamation League, through their Early Childhood Institute, are filling young people's minds whose sexuality has not even yet budded with homosexuality and lesbianism. And in the media, one need look no further than Sumner Redstone's born Murray Rothstein, MTV, and his homosexual television channel, Logo, which bombards our youth with the glorification of fornication and sexual perversion. Turning to the political realm, Protocol number 10 states, "We were the first to cry, liberty, equality, fraternity. When we introduced into state organisms the poison of liberalism, states have been seized with a mortal illness." Surely, Protocol 10's fulfillment can be seen with the final overthrow of Christian monarchies during World War I. The aftermath of the war saw the balkanization of the Austrian Empire, and with the murder of Tsar Nicholas II by Jewish Bolsheviks, the reign of godless communism was established. Finally, in the social realm, Protocol number 14 states, "When we come into our kingdom, it will be undesirable that there should exist any other religion than ours as the chosen people. We shall forbid Christ." One needs only to see what has happened to Christmas for proof of this protocol's fulfillment. Public displays of nativity scenes have become illegal via the lie, separation of church and state, and declarations of Merry Christmas have been litigated away by the high-paid lawyers of the Jewish-run and funded ACLU. Instead, a 40-foot Hanukkah menorah scars the White House lawn, lit every December by Talmudic rabbis, accompanied by a prominent head of state. And nowhere to be found is an ACLU lawyer litigating against the nationalization of the religion of Judaism, exactly as Protocol number 14 calls for. If the Protocols of Zion fit what was going on in Henry Ford's day, How much more today, some 90 years later, do they fit what's going on now? And if not stopped in its onward relentless advance, the agenda of the learned elders of Zion will destroy all that's left of Christianity, and in its place, a full-blown Jewification of the Western world will be our hapless plight.
Yɛda sɛ yɛnya berɛ na yɛahwɛ yɛ video a ɛtoa so na yɛhwɛ ne nyinaa no na abusua yɛde kaakae yɛ ho ɛsiane sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so no the illustrated protocol of Zion no ɛno ɛna papa wei ɛyi ama yɛn nsɛm a ɛwɔ mu ne deɛ tuatua mu a ɛwɔ mu no nyinaa no ɔma yɛate aseɛ sɛ na baako a ɛyɛ me dɛ paa no a na mente aseɛ 10 no sana na boyi mu anaasɛ useless eaters no sana ho ene hye enti Matthias say sana mo ahye bibia adada ne mum omo propese omenya power na afi de omo de benya ya akrashe ya na afi de angasa no enya hwe na obi attest message sisi say whatever they are doing it's never going to happen in the name of Jesus Christ in the blood. I'm telling you. We have nowhere to hide. Whatever is bound to happen, it will happen. But you and I have to know what is coming ahead of us so that we can prepare and fight against these people as well. Make all of our or they are trying to be.
The video chat one, you know, say, class swap, no one can say, any United Nations, by the year 2030, USA will be ushered into what is known as global governance system. The whole one world order. What you actually say, now read a better number, and she say, Bena, we meet me a year at the baby. So, all the technology now, you are Harari can once and a chip, you meet me a who, you meet me a monitor, you be who the old feeling, the over and the American children say, in few sooner, die anymore. Crisis bebree beba entokwa wars ankasa beba now ma dream basis a static kwa how dey mean kan wa sem sisi eniema ebesisi no ebema science we ase empolo no ye be run ni akọ control ye if you say sabre no crisis aba no ene ye be chip ye be we ni aye obedient servants. Intimin kasa bebree no your last video no say by the year 2030 ye nyina ye picture the year 2030 no e we adwem ye hwe de ekoso biase
yo wafa yeda se ebusua ye toa so as sene ehyeche ne tena ye video to so isia no by the year 2030 but before say by the year 2030 free the mind movement also ho it was school it me ebi adwene mu by the year 2020 agenda no na wanya hunim de dada sene be ya wo ba wetumi afight to on the 18th of November 2023 ye resume ye school bebe na bisa said da ben na bo na nya be dwa 18th November memeninda etwoso miensa ewo November mu ena yebeko school na yebesese bibinti ana ya jump akọ saa brenu enyina yim se edu ho a memeninda edikan ewo bosumbie mu ena yeko school na so bibinti ya jump eriko on the 18th ente me mawate se oyo hoho se we software pese obi hu ade se bia obia no meme bia no on the 18th of November 2023 na kai say school na yebeba no ehyehyɛ bebree ebekɔ so nyama bebree ebesesa sɛ na wonim no nti as time goes on most of your platform na yebebo so asa abɔ mamanie na ehyehyɛ wo ni nyina na de atum nim sɛ ne be ya wo beda ho so na ebisa some of our canon video twatwo the 6th video no by the year 2020 2030 for chairman na beba no no na ye class room nhyehyɛ na ekumi by the year 2030 and somewhere ebesi any de eba to yen hwe de wo sa ye krado a jegum man.
Year 2030. half of the world's population has died as a result of the depopulation program. The world has been taken over by a small elite group of people whose spies managed to infiltrate every aspect of society, after which the long-awaited one-world government was successfully formed. Country borders have disappeared. National and personal sovereignty belong to the past. Terrified by the idea of more killer viruses, cyber attacks, nuclear wars and alien invasions, the remaining people gave up everything, desperately hoping to be saved by their leaders. They now live in a totalitarian, communist, even fascist system. Surveillance has reached unimaginable heights, not just in every street and every house, not just in people's clothes or in the bracelets they must wear, but surveillance under the skin. Billions of people were chipped. They were promised happiness and godlike powers. Instead, they were made redundant and turned into hackable animals. They are now controlled by a system that knows them better than they know themselves. Their political views, their sexual preferences, their mental weaknesses, their deepest fears and hopes. Those who are still alive are now controlled by a system that can predict their feelings and decisions, that can manipulate their feelings and decisions, and that can ultimately make decisions for them. Their bodies, brains, minds and souls were systematically and successfully hacked by means of a combination of unprecedented computer power, understanding of biology, artificial intelligence, and biometric data they collected from you, me, and every person on this planet. Those who survived the depopulation program own nothing. Homo sapiens is dead. It died when it was hacked and turned into hybrid cyborgs. Free will is dead. God has been surpassed and taken over. They finally did it. What tyrants in the past failed to achieve, the Cabal managed. They hacked and hacked and hacked until no free-thinking individual was left on the face of the planet. 2030, 7 years from now.
Yeah, that's it. Sir, what to me, I share your video at Tosu Asia. Now, a moon 2030, 7 years to come. Ya dear, and Tokwa, Amanipu, a com. Never be brilliant, and you have to believe in science. And a science is being power on you to control you. We have to follow the science. To follow science, and one and a word early to form ebenya control on us. That is where we are going to be the goyim, useless eaters. And Yamina make as to them in quotes they said it, useless eaters. Yeah, was I see and so in Fasobia Niamo. Abisa messages my main kind be and Fama and Sana na ofa we any day na emfa de wo and to so ma se na be ya osu be nya bi. We see I see a friend Nana Bosompim from Akwetia. Say New World Order or no New World Order, the Black Messiah will rule the earth forever. Yeah, that's also the DM by said. And I was some people Olfi Akwetia as say you are doing a marvelous work. We the wise men only understand you. This your divine work will be given attention by only the few who have the new conscious. Yeah, that's it. You're the buyer. We so I see, good afternoon, Mr. Michael. Why is warfare fighting against the Bible? The Bible says, and there was war in heaven, Michael and his angel. But warfare is saying that was on earth from Sir Johnson. Sir Johnson, what's the other Bible? Kumasi, you, Makayama. Where is it? Thank you. have opened my eyes. Indeed, we are in crucial world. God bless you. I pray that God destroy all their plans by the name of Jesus Christ. That's it. We also say, please, can you give me the full name again? Klaus what? Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. Oh, can I quite say about the kind of seminal? Inti anonymous message. You call normal SMS. So, normal SMS. So to be more say, it is true, Mr. Michael. It is a fight against God, but they can't win. Sir Johnson now should be contradiction. We need to contradict to whom. Greetings. Greetings, the people of Yah. Thank you for a great message. Keep it up from Kumasi, from Kwesi Opong for Chemi. Where's it say? Wake up, Africa. Fire. Boom up, down. Wake up, Africa. Fire up. It is a great sign for us to wake up from granting. Where's it say? The other banana. We say a kind messages. I say, please. Has there been a word before Adam era? A busy question will be no. Please, has there been a word before Adam era? And also the question will be Takrari and on the bar. Where's it say? I'm Okoro, watching you live from Ejra. I greet you all. Shalom. That's it. Where's it say? They are all devils on earth. It will never happen. God bless you. In Christ we trust and live. That's it. Greetings, Hebrew teachers. Such a message of emancipation requires critical thinkers to assess it in good faith than to oppose it. Indeed, you are doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. A good work. Suffer from Seshi, Fosu, Krom. Where is the I can't get you very well. If you can just reframe your statement or your questions very well, I can just read it for you. This is where we'll end our first reading of the message. We are going straight to Israel and Nkrumah. This is where we are all hoping to hear from him. This is where we all know when he comes in, things become hotter and heater and more boiling. I suggest you are ready. I'm also ready to talk to Israel. Israel.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Of Oma and some I am yeah. And I'll be kind or say I do more on my Jumudo.
Yeah.
Matty or can I say? Ubu Abaka and then the correct Ghana for that kind of no. Or any correct or a mother. Nansani who I do say Oceania pa or to me FAC side we say. Yeah. We say a mother. I brought more can say the binya nowhere to hide. Ghana has say of that I'm for Yanti yo. Or more can some we say no. I'm do better say we never buy a say we yet. And the car can be asked to be no. Be a T junction will be no. I did we say our
street camera.
You see, over the more the Akachana, I cannot. I said to my child, no. I don't know before I joined. I was so. Penny candy ever etch at all. What's it? Maybe although a tremor day. Yes, we did. Ah. I know I'm a John Ivy. Oh. They be an it was now bonnet about tree. Not a prayer. Not a call. As someone say, suffer to me control. Imam to me control. Sheikh to me control. Or presently can't be a baba. Or can Hamas, Syria, Iran for the Quran. And a question. I said, no one can answer. And I question. Oh, here my yet the manner they didn't attend the year. You know. The next time, no, I will be next week. No, I will for Mamako school. I will choose course to be a M1. What's that? I'm from. because of family who the cost on the area be see no but the year 2030 when say na you ase no what to Ghana was oboa onya bankum adi onya no kore o kan no kore and so I dey we say one day a crown na manpower etu kwan ida homa efefom obi akoro bia no tanya kwaso no e dey am say cameras adai so ana akromfo adewa fo no mun nim laso no mtwa red light mo pa o mun tana do we say no ba so mo say boa o ene aba achim da me ko mo say because ho bi no ho sana odan ewo we say every corner be mo attack say the bana say do we say no ono ana o ka say ewiase no Nyankopɔn na wogbo wiase no oni ho wawu Yesu na ya kana wasam kyerɛ no ɔmo fɔm no de bae nya no korɛ ɛne wɔ ha sei obekan okay ɔmo se yɛde ba sɛ de control de padwene Jesus Christ no yɛde bae sɛ yɛde control de padwene yɛ control bi ɛyɛ saa sɔre no akɔkɔda enipa Nyankopɔn bɔ ɔmo no ɔmo di akpɔle ɔmo di abeteɛ ɔmo di wei no sɛ nipa no ɔmo wi aba wɔka sɛ ɔboa hwɛ nkɔfra bi school sɛ bi pa o school no ma bie no Kofi Annan ɔmo twɛ Kofi Annan yɛ o a Nyankopɔn ato nsafo owu kɔ yi Kofi Annan yɛ ɔmo students Putin ɔmo students Angela Merkel ɔmo students ntoma training mmeranteɛ no ma bebree ɔmo na nnɛ ɔmo control wiase no ɔno mo ka sɛ mo kyerɛ sɛ ɛta mo kama enipa Nyankopɔn bɔ ɔmo no Nyankopɔn wɔ wie bɔ nti amoa ntɔmo so ɛde ɔmo nipa a mo bɔ ɔmo no ɛbɛ wiase nti yɛnu bada yia 2030 no na ɔmo take stage of the whole world ɔsɛ nya no korɛ ɔte Ghana asɛ nya no korɛ saa de tie o nya no korɛ mo boa ɛbɛ na ɛnyɛ saa da yɛtɛ na Kofi na ba sɛ ɔba bɛ fa agra ne boa small scale farmers omo the chemicals na ekuya and then nkoto me kura mpono o ma say no o tse na senya ne kure ada nti afi Yesu bi ba de ko tse your trouble no ba ya no omo ne wo bi hwehwe mu a afi the control adwene nya ne kure ani ko shrab obi o nko fe ne yi e ka say bonsam na bonsam a fe no cross shrab we got a fontaine here obi a bonsam a fe no cross shrab Putin or the student not sure Putin there
a student yes Putin teacher in class
yeah akoya event sembo Mark Zuckerberg the den omo nyina ana sure ma there
Facebook
yeah
Elon Musk
ana sure ma there enti baumia osa Kena Japan osa Akufo-Addo osa school ko kwa mo nyina omo nyi wo mo do mo de ba no ana na pani aka wa sam kira wo etu no bi a opese so ande a ye ko na program na ye say na ade ba papa ni yeah kana ma fonti
we Klaus Schwab says God is dead and the World Economic Forum is acquiring divine powers. Maybe page be
okay, only how. Before phobia on the yaji diwo asori do mo no. E na egusu awo yadwene mu. So obi kasa no one can some more suffer the kind of be a on kind of correct. We need a problem as African people. Today be no, you want them say na bibi abe prayer de ekọ. The petinidia. You know the correct entry masada. Oh, sir. Yeah, we call Cantonment Hospital of a Mumunding. We call Honomono. What would them say? Are you chipping? Oh, then I say hospital. Yes.
Are you chipping?
Yeah. Let me say no. What is that? Oh, you don't know? Okay, hold on. No, Fred Barco by here. Are you chipping? I say yes. I didn't settle no information na amego so. Cantonment.
Are you chipping?
Yeah.
There's all the chipping in the show.
They say, what chippo?
I just think information on Mama didn't cram for.
Yeah, will be no amego so.
Adria.
Intimate song people needing that open your tomb. I'm remembering
My first.
Hey. And the guy said, I don't know. I said, okay, that's good. That's the future. So if you're ready, call me. It's okay. Next time, it's good. And now, I call you. The PM said,
Why you home?
Offer, a bit further, we have program. Because I say, yeah, only what you what's the weapon on her? Do you say what? And come suffer and come or suffer. Suffer.
Oh God, help us.
Cathedral na among for the Zion. Suffer. Only the other.
Is a young trust who ever people.
Among for jet in the pa, not on Yaba. If you get a wise man, old man like this, Sokasa, which you would over your nose. Or can't assembling some money for leader. And the Babako school, if you call somebody now, I can't say more. Soon say more. Okay. Because the Abano, I can't say a person now. Robot, but you know, my. And so I'm happy, sir. I have a good wise man. Never correct. And so no evidence to be out of control. First, no, not car council. A poor case so the light was so traffic light, no wa. Not camera, my fan. No camera. And then camera, I do a question. I don't know. Yes, I could try be out, no, the buyer. Everywhere, all over the world. So when the more come to for the first one, come on, paddle, not fancy, not the canoe. The place at you do, and then the quiet, and mother. Sahara Cafe, you used to be for Suruba, almost a mobois. The Baba that day, we are say, the time of trim, it will control the pageant, European machines, Western ideas to control the people's mind. You a dinner attraction. I may be when I call a report of me and a fizzy. Yes, I'm going to for fro. A body for fro. Yeah, I'm one for the say, I grow. Shadi, Maki came.
According to the World Economic Forum, Jesus is fake news.
What's it?
God is dead.
What's it?
And you do not.
I want to know. I don't know. Okasano. Or say you go probably or so sky. But don't believe it.
And to us.
You go probably or sky. Obodipa. A city. The real. I feel there. If a court nipa yankasa yabo womo abe wiase. But the year 2030. It's in a can say education abano and one kwala no. Musa no kwa and then why and education one kwala no and bon at time. So one said yes sir you come to unyi so sensitive na fi ko. Obi e nya bre no o program ya odusua de. So ya mama say I was say we person bi obi bia no unya adwene sharp ngopo adwene do man no amoa yen asa abofra kan no asama abofra kan no ngopo adwene do man no amoa yen tentena amoa yen am say nipa adwene slow until I say you did brain chip. Okay ya mama say by the year 2030 nipa we are saying also most of them no a chip from brain. Me ko hu bi o. Me our hospital wo cantonment. Me ni akohu bi.
I'm into your car. Okay. Okay.
Me biefo na tum na manfo abakasa. Aya na ho aya na asere na boa omoboa na mada omoboa afokase mo say o say yale bi ebeba sa kwaswa bia o ana be kan say yɛtena no na ade teɛ no ɛmu sɛ yɛle bi aba na obi ade adeɛ ahatena no ɔka yɛ ankyɛ na ade de baeɛ ɔna de baeɛ
ɔmo a saa so na no asa aka
ɛna sɛ sɛ yɛde bae sɛ yɛde bɛ control nipa na yɛ ne korɛ yɛde bae sɛ yɛde control nipa yɛde se nipa na yɛsa so asɛte ewiase no time no person ama covid ama
eba pa
what's about the year 2025 another year so no eba na hwɛ de mo yes
severe
so the people can say me we training for people go wiase and for taking wiase by stage or mo control wiase o say nya hwɛ on tumi nya na kwada because yan kotu martin ante peso
ma wantom
yan kotu say obi ne frafo ni nti nya na kwada say na ka kira wa to date nti ya chaw de eba wo ye obi so wo ye member de a me say wonim say wo sua de wonim de eba ye ji mo chinje dodo yeah omo say enipa bi nyina no ebi stubborn esan say on be say nipa yakopon bo mo no here time no ye end wo mo nti ko America and Europe a enkra ya wo mo flesh no na ya chip wo mo nti o menini abadi chip biom e de man nti say ye be hack nipa okay ade bi no ehu sisa de we say
abra unim
yes
o ka say mbi ka say ye jim kwala no ye wo mu wi ade o mo ko hye dan bi na ya bo mu pan ye betuma be true that no no be je
you are blunt people you blunt that's no the fena would me the dinner
memo
one of me dig that day I said na ba no ma me want pan here to pass it na ya flesh a hospital one mo na is e bo one I said there be that another for no cut it to pass it na adio ave ya bana moku no ni kom ya manaduro ado na mu ano obefia it was special about the for no mo na de die mu ebiduro be mano no ebe clear system no afini pedue mu to ba say sa ane ha matiase when ma fidie so be sera opale yan say ni oni kobi ye omo ye heba so na no omo ye come home the eba no min kana fidie so odo man kuma mun nyina mo ka ho bi mun nyina come together
ayemu
yes ayemu nyina esan say omo de bibi ba omo say wo biala o pese ba tip no bia no wo hospital e be fa adrum e de ma so kasi aboa makia papa wo yinu na chi enso dum yi na enkokko na ni ti na ho sa na yam mo no ba yi na woni pedi adue I'm telling you yeah
abiza ugusu a wo hwe Wake Up Africa Jumedi Royal TV na wo hwe na kai se edu samria na yegusu a ye ma waso ate se de ekoso wo wiase no eno a na ma wasute se ne be ya ho beda ho so
yeah Matthew me de me kan me say me right hand man odo bi ku ma no na nyene
okay
bukuri odo ma me na acha papa time almost started here no na a card sika card na ma fo na je mi jina ba ho na mi ji sika na sa na omo de dada ya dwene dada ya dwene enne oma ya menna bebe bedu no se esi ade ye chip bi eno no ade a e be control nipa e so adu mu a ye wiwo onom ato yem so akrum ye wiwo ya bo kumi data 1457 ediko 285 agbeni opapele pa 87% ekun a e bo no ma ya sell
Oh, Hona.
Ah, also there. Offer the program be China for.
So the bank artist.
Yeah.
Credit card so
Credit score.
Sign I don't get some yet. And to say, if you pass forwarding because of belief, I saw them GD and Bintino. I tell you, the be able hospital honor. I don't know. I'm not going to
be careful about it.
As a pan here, with the hospital. The hospital, Michael, we be there for me. I call hospital, the doctor.
Yes.
Into more drive, say, or wow, my water, or we are there.
I was a wake up African. I was Israel side in the information and I topic here the future of medicine. Insert chip. Glue disease. Cure disease.
Yes. And future. Medicine. The chip. I show. Fabula. That can't handle. I don't know. Many will let me tell master. Then send back up. Yeah.
I say smart pills are here and we need to consider the risks.
What's it? Smart pill. Pill. That's how I kind of for pills. I don't pillar. Pill no. APC. Yeah, what?
Chris Zetman is a professor of psychiatry and director of the Master of Bioethics. That is Bioethics program at Columbia University. He is author of the ethics policy. The struggle to make human research safe. The opinion expressed in the commentary are solely those of the author. View more opinion article on CNN. CNN in a new Broadway musical be more okay, sorry. Pharmaceutical companies have already released digital smart pills containing computer chips. Be careful about the tray. Be careful about the trio.
I'm saying, we are saying through the hospital. I'm going to chemical food. And to be a certain Italian crown pono, now what do know, and Sisi. Or be a check as a crown pono, now what they enquire. Thomas say, nobody chip compound. I'm paying for or see 111. No, agenda. 111 agenda. We are 2 minutes go
on. Agenda 20. Is it agenda 2021 or today? Agenda 21. It is 22.
Your friend will be bipolar. I say, get good gun. I say, Nadine, I won't say on a will be, but the now will be. I don't see the piano, no job until no can. I don't know, bipolar. I must say, let rubber. I don't know, chip, a shed, no more. Or the best smart.
Okay, we can see. I have told many patients to make sure that they take the medication I have prescribed for them. But sometimes I too forget to take the ones my doctor have ordered me. Especially when I am traveling or getting up late on the weekend. Because this is a such widespread problem, the Food and Drug Administration approved the first digital pill in 2017. It contained
no one can say. It didn't anything. Uncle medical school. Out of force in the bag of Baba. What's it? To what's it?
I repeat, Pora. That is a drug used to treat Bipolar. Yes, it's a drug which is used to treat bipolar. Bipolar disorder.
What? Until no said no ship a ship. Into be an adjunct no psychiatric. I know.
My for last one was which many patients avoid taking because it can cause unpleasant side effects.
What? Into we idea ever. And you know wise man or 2 years for on my education. What 2 years again correct? What's the evidence? When they say found what 2 years again correct? Omoboa. When idea be just say when idea ever. And before the sound, and before the sound. Idea koso we say no. From the see because one Michael, yes, I saw who say sample for us no from World Economic Forum. Omo can say you say and say nipa ye adwuma saa ti be create unemployment
amanipa adwuma bia e be tu
nipa go render useless oba onye dama azena na dama na zo no wo did you for that no
Nadiana system de ma
machine
robot.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to say I didn't hope you be from put to stop to it. No, because I control your son. But some do, but Safano cross Schwab, Manosi.
Thank you very much, Israel. I was young, baby. I don't know. I farm and I can't say your messages. I mean, text messages now. I can't ever. You will be a woman matter, and yet 050464305 and you're not better. The other first, you're the better TV, and I say, you will text message line, no, dear, and you'll be any more better. Being able to now also join feed, you know. I was a message in the Begu Chapu, it's my kind kakra amount. I start here in normal SMS and so now, BBR Query. We say greetings from Kwesi Opon. There is nothing new under the sun, as the Bible says. So let this evil man say what he wants. I hope that the Lord will change the mind. You are truly gathering God people for the war of Armageddon. I'm Francis Akosumbo. God bless you. We say we understand, but my question is, what are we fighting against? And what should we do now? We say thanks for the Free the Man movement from Wafa Yao. Meduma, we say, how can we stop this? God bless you more. Keep it up. We still believe God still rules and will continue. Science and technology is duping us. Hey, teach us more, please. Our future is dangerous. KK Tebri. I'm saying your first call Abaso. Baby, I'll feel with the Wake Up Africa.
Hello.
Hello, Bachometonka.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Penny Kessie.
The Pacha family Albert.
Ejan Pacha me into opinion about.
The Pacha didn't come, Madame was a fan, Mujuma Dia Modia. I'm said, Yadam Penning for Nasi. Me a more can I no credit. Because may will program be a mention me follow. And the more can I no difference be anymore. I'm saying end time no. Satan and last conspiracy theories. Inti all the rule we are saying no. And yagem pano deba. It is a cheap nipa. Ye be control nipa ni na ye no credit. Na Ghana for no. Politics in Tino, who can't be a no cry. And now, sorry, Tesadia no penny in a can. Yet the doctor in Sibia, he say, Timama, who cannot cry. Whether or child dear betching politics, NPP, NDC, NPP, NDC. And Untino, a mamma program now, mamma for himself, so but ye, shall dear, ye from one dishing up a boy. Enti yesam samon tonko swana omo di atinye no yede ye wo ho ayesua de yedamwasi
yes ye da se I said, please, so what should we do for our lives? Also, a question on the bio. Please, my name is a J Boy from Pokwase. I'm happy about your program. I have sent you a video through WhatsApp. Open it and see you, Mate. But your friend for our facing, but you'll be afraid with the Wake Up African. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Penny Cassie.
But I'm here.
Yeah, who your power, Penny?
Because of your Obuasia and Corey.
You, Obuasia and Corey, Patty Uncle.
We are actually with you and what of what's and then we shall some and all. If you, I said, my 32. How many years? I remember 8 years and I'm 2 years old. 5 years, 30 years. You are not saying that I'm not going to be a young person to play. I can't want to put you on just watching the play. I want to wait the way that you shall. I thought you know about. I don't know the crowd. You are not to say my boy, I'm not going to him the money.
Mario, Mrs. Where they are, a bit to me, I say it's good. I say, please, good afternoon. Please, how can I get rid to all this information? I am Samuel from Tama West. But your friend for our facing, but you'll be afraid within Wake Up Africa, Jumedi.
What are with the Million Centurion to be or hunt, me, I'm a being and a bit of Israel doing a minute in common last.
Okay.
Yo, what are said the Mocha and Summer de Fana, and the money be bracketry. And from a crowd body and body Mayan, I almost say Omoka climate change. But the surprising aspect are acting the way in the say. But a lot of politicians are opening FM stations, almost beer, which I say radioactive radiation, yet the electric radiation and the charges, that compounds, and to see a charge, they bonds here, and the radio technician to do now a mental problem. To do now, the mark came from an into form. People now are mental problem, especially when dealing with transmitter partner or more mental problem. Put the shadow no from an into from Namonia investigation where you open FM stations are one because transmitter no are the compounds a bit free or space in a phone. No more fair no are there work capacity anyway anymore would be a radioactive radiation. And to say what the electric idea won't say a quote a tree. And it's a question now. I want to say, I'm a boy and a boy and oxygen, make a band or die. You need a piano exchange and more. Now, the Canada, then you are creating a good system. And today, you are creating a good system. And on would pan up home to over home. Because I was say, I did nature and I absorb it and from it. And to say, in the air, the radioactive radiation. And you also air the radioactive radiation. And at the end of the day, and from the four cosmic elements in your cell, and yes, I decided, as I say, and to be more Canadian as I say, when you pan out, you need to be a moon. We're free, little soon. They say, little soon to the Okan, and so I see because when you say that nearly pedium, oh, and the corner make us on, one said that nearly pedium, because the idea now would be will be chemical radiation, a chemical, the from a Diana back, a Diana back. To a year time because my investigation you a farming community bill. When you say in total, hello? We're going to talk about my cacana, or you actually saw best of them. Okay, I say, we didn't come with a more, we didn't come up. Matty, yeah, as I said, was why light here on this radiation issue. We say the scientists can never be better than God. What the man is saying is foolishness. He knows nothing, Sir Johnson. Hey, and then they will be more. I'm saying, afraid for a phrase him. But I will be afraid for you with Wake Up Africa, Jumedi. I'm so Tien home, Pacho, my influence and Twasso. Oh, they are devils on earth. It will never happen. God bless you. In Christ we trust and live. Mate. Also, the Oriabano. We say, Pacho, call our Basso, Pacho, baby, Alfred Finn with the Wake Up Africa, Jumedi. But I'm catching the central region, some. Okay, just a young way. For Israel, Kumara can have the cop, in fact, now more the more number by some local way, now where you are. In fact, Pana, but could be Pana or the one that makes sure that I'm not blah, son with 2 take it. Kakras, non-important, by the look.
No mama should I mind now go weighing massa. You buy me no go weighing now, what one upon the week can one adam. But my man can't go weighing woman. All I mention and mention I don't know be my uncle weighing or change. No, I take a little income. No, maybe sorry for another cancer. Maybe I mention I don't know what's hormone. So last time we won a panel or following for one another, not kosher. May you go home, we are, If you will, we now, if we saw that, panel for our one notion, or ever find out what to Jim, then about your letters, no, about your way in any week account, Bibi Bassa, being so connect, a kind of one abona, what for that wing, I didn't be walking. Yeah, when you young people, we are mobile on the Yamaka, some of the Yamaka, some was covered like was a mobile pad looking. As a man, I mean, just in Adam, why would it be that? Yeah, that's to be what's it from Thomas Newton Yankee, Kwame Krum, Aguna Ahanta. Good afternoon, good teachers. May Yah bless you and grant you more years and energy to teach the world. I love your teachings. Offer from Pacho, offer from Wake Up African Jumedi in Pacho. Madam, because I feel Madam Michael. You, Madam Michael, my name Yankwe. Madam, I say no more family. Okay. It's a time of the Maya. Okay. No more, I think I correct Martin because I didn't know much say about you. Papa say, you see, I'm not much who the way between us. If you didn't know, Bank won't come home. Bank won't mean the gun into Nanka had you no from Costco, Nanka Monterey. Can I say about that? Because I want to get in a papa. But I bet I'm pan as someone we can know. A community can a form of farmer, can a form for your soon. This is a company for a mobile man. And the uncle is like a monkey, you know. One of them you must say, but Monday and money is to work in a come of my baby yet. Can you must go inside for no one thing to them star? What am I saying, papa? What they are looking now? I'm going to say, Uncle Bia, Uncle Bia, yes, Ramala. When did that man and I'm in Tramubi? I'm in the man is to work. What? Yeah, yes, I tell you, the buy. When you see God help ask you about Bisa, I say thank you for giving me the full name. I'm saying one of Bisa class wabidin. Me patcho first for facing patcho be am free wake up Africa Jedi. Hello. Hello. Business Seshi. Eja yankwe. Na me patcho je. I'm saying the line. But I'm saying we line or voice in the down kakra. Ubi to me, our voices from my. Thank you for teaching us good things. Please, what can we do? I'm Richard from Brekum. Another caller, Wabasun Bacho, baby, I'm feeling with the share Wake Up Africa Jumedia. What can we do? Hello. Hello, Pacho Metonka. I'm saying, Otien Hunti, Unifia Homana. So I say, the video not send it by no, and Mati, mention it later. We want another call our first in Pacho, baby, I'm feeling with the Ocean Wake Up Africa Jumedia. Hello. I'm so Otien. I say, please, good afternoon, Mr. Michael. I'm blessed today and very blessed for this message. I'm done with everything. Another call and Pacho first in Pacho Ocean Wake Up Africa Jumedia. Hello. Hello. I'm saying you're ready. You to me a so. I said my name is David Kwame. Thanks so much for the deep education. Knowledge is power, and only the wise will understand these deep secrets. Hello. But your friend for facing, but your baby are free with the Wake Up Africa Jumedia. Your family. Your family, Stephen. It's you. The first thing I'm going to do. Okay, Jayanko. And they say London, or more of this or more time, no, from 1 hour. Or call London, or more time, no, or more of this in 1 hour. If you have a mukana, you know, Crepa, your first about the Mama holding, or Fadam Kwane, a Israel, man couldn't be about getting your conquer. Na yetina church and everybody about the income. Okay, I say I would like to have more education from your source, or how do I get them, please? That's it.
Bacho Frefo wa Fresin Bacho baby Alfred Fini within Ushe Wake Up Africa. Yes.
Medinu ya Mrs. Fidia. Na me Bacho of Israel de bia yeti mo. Amanfo so ekanya nsasempa na mesere mo ayi die mo cheche na no na papa kira bosumo so wo cheche. Na mon kasa na munyo omani nti o omani nye school so mo ni tia ya na nanum na cheche de ye fie e fie e ti sere mo ni papa no so kasa kira bosu na munyo omani so ni ye bre ye sere mo e da mase.
You say that see Wake Up Africa Bubbles watching you live from Central Region. Commander, may God continue to bless you all for good work.
The cancer free today.
Okay, young Kweja.
They so much. Asana and Penofone can. A idea by what can once it is.
Okay.
It is in Pekka Sempen, Umunya who be Umunya who. Who knows how I do? It's our day or Bra Wobon who make us see and see another Yamikan and because we have no their shop on some Saturday. It's dear cost would be an who I would want to say, who say, yes, ye and continue now, yet ya wow. When I say we be say, oh wow, what you're crying, are you with him? And you're impending one never Soviet here because you're going to happen one air you. As of one woman means or India because we have an above who dada. Ye change now. Penning for so called IMF so for Jibusia. Now that they are catchers are the new management. Who need Ghana had any year why she will have BBI carefully abutted in the hope to BBI fabricated a bubble from the year BBI. It is what you are penning for any who be your own thing yet. A year order more yet, we are seeing now, ye bet yapu, and then the one of our bravo or brow on the sack.
That's the baby. I'm saying, the ABI do no. Yabema wati yam branches na yewo ewo Ghana ha no na afiri de dwumedi ning na ebeba wiye kaswa winiba soedru na bodwiase branch no monfrɛ eye ediko ewo 0244 888 90 0244 888 910 monfrɛ ediko eye kaswa bodwiase winiba soedru ene ekura maboni na when a branches ni bi ewa ha am say oti region so your brother Sylvester and down no wait me from 0241 0241558136 saso na Cape Coast Mr. Gawuga 0249647748 saso na yeko Nyankumase Nanado Fanti Nyankumase 0242923241 saso na ko achichide eja ano 05539196114 saso na ko oda Bosco any Hebrew teacher obetumi afro mo 0548 0548 saso ena obetumi afro takwa dada 0244446614 endua de ebremema kwan edi nkane nyina ebehye fridge na watwe biem ni hia na edi branches ni na atodwa ama ye de obo ade ase se wa mai kwan bene yetmedi nkomo saso na yeso ye da wase o messages a wo de ba ni nyina o mi se edos no yentumi ankan ni nyina edi call in omo mo frɛ ye edi omo timu po ne adwompo eba ye no nyina ye de omo ase saso na mpemfo anda omo so ye fa ya poku dankwa Israel nkoma omo da wase se wanya adagire na watie abuza medini Michael Asma obo ade ema kwan bi mu a na watwe ye bese hia na edi nkomo oba de nka ho na enhia mu bi bye bye.